what's going on, y'all? It's actually been a minute since we sat down. I finally got the new layout all done. And we put the new grommet holes for our electricals. I don't know if you can tell the background. It's got a new curtain too. We're using our new camera as well. We're not gonna have any issues with the limit. A lot's been happening in the last couple of weeks or past months lately. We've had a few hiccups getting everything ready for the podcast, but I'm slowly and surely getting everything done. Everyone's been having some personal events going on in their lives. So Carl's had a hip replacement done a couple weeks ago, and he's been out of commission for a while. Well, he'll be out of commission for a while because he obviously got to be resting while he's in a wheelchair. So I don't really know when he'll be back in the podcast soon. Chris has a lot on his plate when it comes to his life. He's got a lot on his schedule. He'll be back in the studio soon. I don't know exactly when he'll be back. And then I had to travel to South Florida for my cousin's wedding. I didn't really post a lot on social media with my travels. I tend not to post while I'm traveling. I don't know if I'm paranoid, but I don't like people knowing that I'm not home. There was never really a person who likes to boast about their vacation. I usually come back after I took all my photos, my videos, and then I like to post it on social media all I want because I'm obviously back in town. But it was fun going to South Florida. I haven't been to like Boynton Beach, or I've been to Palm Gardens. Palm Gardens is nice. It's a lot of retirees down there. It's not a lot of young people down there. That's more towards like South Beach, which I was going to stay at South Beach for like a night or two, but I didn't know how long I was going to be down there for, and I didn't know what my schedule was because as soon as I came back and work on this new setup for the podcast studio itself, we bought the streaming software and all the streaming hardware we need to get everything going. We're just taking time to set it up. I'm taking a lot of time doing a lot of video edits for YouTube as well. I know I have to keep consistent with posting on YouTube and also YouTube Shorts. I'm kind of lacking on YouTube Shorts because I think I ran out of what content I have for our last test phase. We have an idea of doing a lot of remote podcasts. If we're like at each other's houses and I have like webcam base, I could set up a program that has the recording of us, kind of like in studio, like where my shot is. Chris will have his shot in his place, and then Carl has his own. And then we could do our own filming there and discuss things. I know it'll be different than an in-house studio podcast. We'll still get quality of the audio and the video with the platform that I'm using. I'm still trying to figure out what exactly we're going to go into depth about on our podcast. I know we do a lot of fabricating and a lot of building. I like to build a lot of things out of whether it's wood or metal. Chris is more metal based. I'm more into millwork. We'll do like a Q&A live sometimes on TikTok or YouTube. A lot of people write comments and we'll try to like explain to them the best possible answer. And I'm still throwing out ideas of what I want to do with a podcast really and what we're going to be entailing, because it's kind of awkward whenever someone says, hey, you get a podcast. What are you talking about? I got to kind of BS them. We haven't even done like intros or theme songs or transitions. I've also got to work on a schedule for us, when times we're going to be doing it, because we like to try at least do this once a week, keep it consistent, because if you don't keep consistent, you're just going to fall off and feel like you're just not where you're at. I think over time we're going to just keep staying consistent and keep improving. I'll keep on doing research, keep on learning as I progress with this podcast and also YouTube channel. And yeah, that's a lot going on though, but we're going to get this thing rolling soon and get this thing all put together, and then check back in later. I've got a few new logos. Like this is a new logo that I did. I don't know if I'm going to release this one, but it's one I've been working on. Been doing a few new logos that I've been working on with the Overtime brand. Try to get a little bit more color and more detail with the logo. Okay, so now we're going to discuss the whole side orders that I recently did for my good friend Nick and also my cousin Aaron. So for Nick, we did a bunch of t-shirts, tank tops, and hoodies for his gym, which is my gym I go to, which is called Hardcore Fitness in Orlando, Florida. We basically made a design and made our own unique remix of the traditional logo that they have. And we kind of made our own twist to it, made our own design, kind of did like a limited run. I made the mock-ups myself and then submitted to Nick. And then Nick put it out there for everybody to see on our Facebook group, because we all have like a Facebook group and also Instagram. So we put it out there. At first, I was a little bit kind of happy, but also a little bit overwhelmed because I know I'm going to have to do everything by hand. I didn't want to print on demand style shirt because I know those quality of shirts and logos aren't good. So after I ordered all the product, I basically got the logos done on my vinyl machine. I originally was going to do like a DTF print, but I didn't have the money to get those prints because that's a little bit more advanced of logo. So I kind of did like an old school vinyl cut. I'm not really going to tell you guys how long it took, but it took longer than I thought. At the end of the day, I got everything done like shirt by shirt, kind of broke it up on a whiteboard and kind of broke down every shirt between men's, women's sizes, the color, and we basically broke it down. We went to the Cricut machine, got everything cut out. I know it worked like really late that night. I have a video I'm going to probably post on here showing you guys that video. After working like late, we came back and got everything pressed. I had to take a couple days off from working out and working on the shirts for my gym. Missing the gym for merchandise for the gym. Kind of ironic, but it was quite worth it at the end after I did everything. After I got everything pressed and hung up for a while. So I put them in packaging one by one. That way it looks all nice. I want to make a really good impression for my gym and for any new customers. I like to make good impressions. That way they come back and they know, hey, Chris did a good job on these shirts. We like to use him again. So I try to take my time. They know that this is good quality shirts. It's not some kind of shirt you go from the store and buy, some screen printing thing. Screen printing is nice. I think it's too much work for me, myself. When it comes to a big order, I could probably get a DTF print for pennies on a dollar, depending on the quantity, and just do that instead. I personally like DTF prints better than screen printing. I'll still do vinyl here and there. With vinyl, you have a limitation of what you're gonna do when it comes to the logo. So with DTF, the sky's the limit. You could do red, blue, purple, any color. With vinyl, it's one color at a time before you could put it on the shirt. So say you got like red, white, and blue. I did a shirt that was like red, white, it was like a patriotic color. I had to do 3 separate colors for it. It was a tank top I did a couple years ago. It was an Overtime Attitude tank top. It was a concept I did. And I had to do 3 separate colors. That's 3 separate presses you have to do on the press itself because it's vinyl. It comes out nice, but it takes more time. With a DTF, you're just one print, put on the shirt, print it, press it, and you're done. It just takes half the time out the way. That's really the printer I want to get, is that DTF printer. That's the one I've been eyeing for, but everyone's got their wants in life. It's not really a need. It's just something that I'm working towards right now. Trying to get the money towards to get, but with the DTF, it's much better. I like it better. And with these more advanced logos that I'm doing that are more precise and cutting edge, I want to get a DTF printer. That way we can print it that way. So back on track though, once I got everything done for Nick, we boxed them up, we got them out. And he was happy with them. I was happy with them. The gym members liked them. I went to the gym itself and actually saw them on the shelf. It's kind of cool seeing your own product on shelving as a display. It's sort of surreal, but as much as it's not my brand, Overtime Attitude, it's kind of cool seeing something on the wall that you made. I take pride in anything that I make or build. That's why I enjoy cabinetry, because anything we build from scratch, when you see it done and kind of installed, you just look back and take pride in it. And it makes you feel proud that you did that and you have the skill. That's just something I enjoy doing, is just building, whether it's, cabinets, shirts, or any type of rig, or motorsports wise, if I build some kind of bracket, something that's not even worth any money, I'll still enjoy building it. And like, if it works, it's cool. We got that done. And then my cousin Naren, who just started an AC company business, he wanted some t-shirts done too. He just got licensed to do AC duct work. He does HVAC work, homes/residents. But he wanted some work shirts done. I showed him some concepts, so we went back and forth. You know how it is. They don't want something, they want to change it, they want to do this. It's all good. As long as the customer's satisfied, it's all I'm happy with. But once we gave him that mock-up, we got the green light. I got those DTF printed because it was better for that color. The Hardcore Fitness logos were one color, so I didn't need to do a DTF print. I could just do it on my vinyl. So my cousin Naren, his logo, it had different colors. I just went to a DTF print and did it myself. He brought the product in, so he got a better deal. Once we got rock and rolling on my cousin's t-shirts, I got everything printed the right way and made sure it's positioned right. And those were only 6 or 7 shirts. And he was happy with them. I was happy with them. It was a done deal. So I'm sure he's going to come back and want more shirts in the future. We got that. So once we got his shirts done, I had a few shirts that I wanted to work on. There was one that Chris wanted. Chris wanted his own unique shirt for the podcast. Once we got the approval from that, I got that shirt pressed and done as well. And that shirt's pretty nice. I was pretty impressed. It's not available to the market. It's a one-off shirt. I'll make a shirt similar to that one for the Overtime brand, and I'll show it to you guys later on. It was kind of funny. I was watching Fast and Furious while I was working on my cousin's t-shirts. I was watching the very first Fast and Furious, which is my favorite movie. I love Fast and Furious. That's the very first one was my favorite one. That's just the most authentic, original movie of the series. The first 3 or 4 from Fast and Furious were good, but after that, I had no idea what's going on in the show. After the 5th one, I lost what's going on with the movie, because they had submarines and they're in space and whatnot. They just lost the whole genre of that. But anyway, I was watching that, and then Diesel was talking to Brian after the eclipse. Well, after the race when Vin won, he said, it doesn't matter if you win by inch or a mile, winning's winning. Kind of took that term and went to research what kind of shirt I can do with that. And I kind of put together one that says winning's winning and has a checkered flag and a car and his Overtime Attitude on it. I think that's a shirt that I'm going to be working on, that I'll probably put on the website too in the future. And I did one that's kind of like a religious one. Everyone has their own religious beliefs. I just like, to each their own. So I made my own shirt. God is great on it. Has like a sun with the text in the middle. I just like to make it for myself. I thank the Lord every time I get up and I'm not hurting, I'm not sick. That's why I wanted to make the shirt, just to be positive and always try to look at life as positive. It's just a way of my life and way of my lifestyle. And the way I carry myself, I try to be positive to everybody and show everybody that there's much things bigger in life than what tough things you're going through. Whatever you're going through is tough, it's going to make you tougher. It's been quite a journey getting all these shirts together. I'm sure we're going to have more shirts coming up in the future that I got to make. We're just kind of staying steady, trying to get the podcast up and running. We're going to be doing a few vlogs that I've been getting into. I sort of wasn't really a big fan of the vlogs when I first heard of it, but over the years, I kind of got more comfortable talking on the camera. I just felt always awkward holding the camera like this, like a selfie, kind of look like a doofus talking. But we're going to do some more vlogs, behind the scene things for our YouTube, but also we're going to still stay focused on our podcast too. Well, keep you guys posted on what's next, but thank you guys for watching. Be sure to leave a like and comment, subscribe. You'll see more content coming soon, and hope you guys have a good day.